What's going down, YouTube? It's your boy United Buns 1. Did you miss me? I know it's been a long 2 weeks without hearing my beautiful voice, but that's because the summertime was there, and either A, I was lazy, B, I wasn't in the house, or C, I just didn't really care. Now, I know ever since I was away, I gained a couple of subscribers. I'm finally at 500. Which I'd like to thank all the new subscribers. If you're watching this video right now, thank you right now. You don't know how much that actually means to me. So I'm gonna just go and get into this commentary. I'm gonna give you a little bit of simple steps on transitioning yourself back to summertime to back to school. Now, the first thing you want to do is make sure your sleep schedule is back on point, because that was a really bad thing that I had trouble with when I was younger. Like, pretty much, I would stay up all night playing video games, or I'd be outside with my friends, just chilling the whole night. Go to sleep around 3, wake up at like 12. Now, I don't know how that's gonna work for you if you're going to school, especially if you're young, because going to sleep at 3 and waking up at 6 is pretty hard. Even though I did manage it with a couple of energy drinks sometimes, it was just not a really good feeling. You really be tired the whole day. You want to sleep in class, but that's not going to get you anywhere sleeping in class. That's going to make matters worse. Now, the second thing on this list is to make sure that you buy your school supplies at least 3 weeks to a month ahead that the day that you got to go to school. Because I've witnessed this myself in 6th grade when I had to go to a specialized middle school because I passed some kind of stupid test to go there. That was the worst decision of my life. But pretty much, I didn't get the mail that they had sent, so I didn't know what I needed for the first day of school. So I just was like, school wasn't like tomorrow. I'm just gonna buy me a spiral notebook. I should be good, just like a regular elementary school. So when I get there, they checked your book bags, and if you didn't have the stuff that you needed, they made you sit in this room for about the whole day, and then they call your parents and tell you what they need. I'm like, can I just go to a regular class? No, sir, you cannot go in there with the spiral notebook. You need to know exactly what we require from you and all the stuff that you need. And where is your uniform? There was supposed to be a uniform that we had to wear. Yes, and you need a tie. I was like, what? I didn't do bad in 6th grade, but I did bad enough to get kicked out of the school. I maintained the 65. That school was too strict. That leads me on to my other thing, number 3. And this mainly applies for kids that's going into either middle school or high school. Because elementary school, you should be okay. Know which school you're going to and know the programs and activities that school has. And I almost made a mistake of going to the wrong high school for me, only because all my friends was going there and I wanted to be with them, knowing that once we leave middle school, we're not really going to contact each other as much as we used to. Now, the high school that I went to, which is boys and girls all the way down here in Brooklyn, only about 3 or 4 of my friends actually went there with me, with the majority of the other 80 kids going to this one school. Which, I don't know how it turned out for them, because I didn't find them on Facebook and I didn't talk to them, so I have no clue. But I know the 4 of us, we was kind of cool in the first year. We hung out sometimes. You know, we all had the same lunch period, and we knew each other, so we got to know each other's friends. But as the years go by, reaching to your senior year, you're not really going to communicate that much with them. You're going to find your own inner little circle that you're going to hang out with, and that's pretty much going to be your whole group of friends, where everybody else is going to be associates that you either have to work with in class, or you go to class with them, or you might see them in the hallway and they say hi. But you know when you're going to find your circle of friends. Those same 4 people, I really don't talk to them that much. I don't hear from them. I have them on Facebook, and Twitter, but there's no real communication. It's like we were friends in middle school, now we're just like, oh, hey, it's that guy, he posted a picture, that's cool. KDN. Another tip that I can give is make sure that you at least have some type of clothes to wear on the first day of school, because you don't want to be that kid that come back to school looking like last year. I knew a couple of people that did that. It wasn't all that great because they had really holey shoes and maybe they didn't do their laundry, so they had to wear old shirt, and everybody was looking all nice and clean on the first day, and they was just looking like they just came straight out of a friggin' garbage can or something. Not to get down on them, because I know everybody isn't as good off as some others. Some people just don't have the money to afford the things, but you can at least try to look nice. At least if you're gonna wear the same clothes from last year, make sure that at least clean. Don't come in with a dirty shirt. That brings me on to another topic. At least have your hair done. Like, if you can get a haircut, you get that. If you can get your hair done, do that. There was this one kid that came in and his hair looked like it ain't been done the whole summer. Now, when you a dude and you got hair, at least try to maintain it. Don't just let it go all buck wild and just have that really nasty, disgusting looking hair and nobody wants to run their fingers through it, especially a female. Because when females rub their head to your hair, that yeah, you know how that feels. You know how that feels. It's a good feeling. But nobody wants to see that old lint balls in your hair, and nobody want to touch that if your hair's all greasy. At least have it maintained. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be acceptable for the first week or two of school. Now, another thing that you should do, I hope you do this at least every day, or at least 4 times a week, is brush your teeth. Cause you don't want to be that kid going in leaving onion and garlic smells through the hallways cause you open your mouth to say hi to somebody and everybody's turning around like, ooh boy. Cause that's just not a good feeling. And another thing that you can do along with that tip is please use deodorant. I know it's not really that useful when you're young cause you didn't hit puberty yet, there's no hair growing there. But as the years go by, you start to develop hair, and that hair kinda stinks sometimes if you don't actually use deodorant. You can wash real good, but the minute you do some activities, a little bit of sweat is gonna come out. That's to be expected, and that sweat is gonna smell different from your body sweat. It kinda stinks. Nobody wants to be Mr. Onion Rings all day, especially if you have gym and that's like your first period class. Cause I remember when I had that, and there was this one fat kid. It was just like, oh god, cause I had pretty much I had 4 classes with him. First period was gym, and the rest was like 6th, 7th, 8th, and I think 3rd period. And he came in smelling alright first period. Not that I want to get close to the dude and smell him, but as the day progressed, you can notice it, and it was noticeable down the halls. Don't be that guy. Nobody wants to be known as the smelly guy, because then nobody's going to want to hang out with you. All in all, it's just some tips that I like to use when I was going back to school, and it helped me through. Just remember these things. Brush your teeth, have some decent clothes, get a little bit of your hair done, don't be the smelly kid, and try to have all your supplies. This has been your boy United Buns 1, and I'm just gonna leave this commentary off right here because the final kill cam is right here, and this guy was just a sniper and he pretty much sprayed this guy. Peace. I'm out.
We have succeeded in our mission.